Good day, everyone. We are the Group 3 and we are here to present the Deontological or Kantian ethics. I'm Ronel Vincent G. Espanola and I'm here to discuss what is to know about Kantian ethics. So let's first know who created this philosophy. The person who created this is Immanuel Kant, a German philosopher in the 18th century, born in Königsberg, East Prussia. And Kantian ethics are a set of universal moral principles that apply to all human beings, regardless of context or situation. Kant quotes Kant quotes the moral code in order to determine what is right, you have to use reason. For him, morality is constant, something that is absolute no matter what your beliefs are. One example of that belief is murder is a bad thing. No matter what religion, race, or gender you are, we all know that murder is morally wrong. He believes that moral truths are something that we are obligated to follow. Next reporter.
So, good day everyone. I am Pearly and Kanay and I'm going to discuss the two kinds of imperatives. Imperatives defined as a duty that is essential and urgent. Kant distinguished two kinds of imperative, which is the hypothetical imperatives and categorical imperatives. Where ang hypothetical imperatives nagabase siya sa ato ang desire and is based on prudence. For instance, gusto ta makagraduate. So naatay obligasyon na mag-put og extra effort in order to na makagraduate. So second one is if you want money, then we need to find a job. Kay gusto man ka maka-money, then it is our obligation na mangita og job. Unlike sa categorical imperative command, it is the commands that you must follow regardless of your desire. For instance, si Ana gusto siya mahimong doctor in the future. However, ang parents ni Ana gusto siya maging lawyer. So regardless sa desire niya na gusto siya maging doctor, gisunod niya ang command sa iyang parents or giingon sa iyang parents kay maybe because dili siya gusto na ma-disappoint iyang parents sa iya. And another example is sa exam kanang gusto kay nimo matulog kay gikapoy ka and kabalo ka na you need to study para makapasar sa exam. So regardless sa imuhang kagustuhan na matulog, imuhang gisunod imuhang nag-study ka kay di ka gusto mo mabagsak. So next reporter please.
So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Joanna Babe L. Hamisola, and I'm gonna tackle about the categorical imperatives. So, for Kant, moral commands are always categorical and not hypothetical. Categorical is all about oath, that is to say, one ought to do the moral law without any condition, since it is simply done out of duty. Categorical imperative is a central concept of Kantian deontological moral philosophy. Morality is meant to guide our actions, and we act on maxims, principles of actions, what we intend to do. So the first formulation of categorical imperative is the universalizability principle, which is stated that act only according to a maxim by which you can at the same time will that it shall become a universal law. So first, what is a maxim? A maxim is a description of your action and what you are aiming to achieve. For example, kanang nanguan ka kanang nangayo kag kwarta sa imong mama, then nangay kag kwarta sa imong mama tapos ang imong giingon is for the project sa inyong school pero ang tinuod nimo nga reason is panlaag lang. So ang imong maxim dito is lying or nangatik ka para mahatagan kag kwarta. So ang aiming nimo nga i-achieve ang makakwarta ka and ang maxim is ang nangatik. So maxim as a universal law is still the maxim is still rational to use even if everyone else were to use it. For example, sa stealing, for example, the act of stealing the properties of the rich and distribute them to the poor. So, ang maxim na to, which is ang stealing, is morally wrong siya because and dili po siya universalizability. It is because dili na to mapugos ang everyone nga kana galing mangawat. Unlike sa isa ka example diri like helping a friend in times of need, helping is universalizable because in categorical imperative it is morally right. And sa first example nako katong nangay siya kwarta siyang mama is for example yung mama is kanang dili mo to sa ato nga reason, therefore dili siya matawag nga universal law. It is because it is stated that ang universal law dapat ang maxim is still rational gihapon even if everyone were to use it. So next reporter.
Good day everyone. I am Christian Madalo. I'm going to report the second formulation of categorical imperative. The formula of humanity acts in such a way that you always treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, always as the end and never as a mere means. Mere means is to use something for your own benefit without considering the benefit of interest of the thing you are using. For example, cheating. Cheating someone is absolutely immoral because this act treats other as means to own selfish ends. So kabalot na nga ang pag-cheat is mali jud na siya, dili jud na siya bilong sa moral kay na didto siya nabilong sa immoral kay wani mo gihunahon na ra nimo nga imuhang kaugalingon rang nag-cheat ka wani mo gihunahon na nga makasakit day ka sa ubang tao. So kuan nahulog ra kada nga naging selfish kasi mong sarili. Any acts that treats humanity as means is not morally right. Next reporter please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jordan Ramos, and I'm going to discuss the universalizability. Universalizability is an act that's considered morally good if a maxim or law can be universal. Makonsider rin nato na morally good ang action if maxim or law can be universal. The maxim or law is made not only for ourselves but for others as well to perform or to prohibit. Kant uses the example of lie and promises to illustrate the point of contradiction under universalizability. Like for example, katong kay Joanna, you're asking for money to your mother to buy project, but the truth is para lang dito siya sa laag. If everyone lied like that, then the maxim which is the do not lie would become impossible. Universalizability is continuous, but most common interpretation is that the categorical imperative asks whether the maxim of your action could become one that everyone could act upon in a similar circumstance. It was like if ang lahi na mga tao ang mubuhat ato or naa sa katunga situation kanang same lang sila og action parehas sa imuha. An action is socially acceptable if it can be universal or everyone can do it. Next reporter.
So good day everyone. My name is Mary Joy Bahena. So let's move on to the next, which is all about person. So according to Immanuel Kant, the act that is good happens only when we deal with other people, not as merely means. As what Chris Ann explained about mere means is, mao na siyang gamiton ni mga isa ka tao para makuha nimo ang imuhang gusto. So for example, ako mang-hold up ko kay wala ko'y kwarta. So kato akong gi-hold up, mo to akong gigamit as mere means para lang sa ako ang kaayuhan. So treating another person as mere means is always considered wrong, since we are all self-governed. Respect must always be considered at all times, bisan unsa pay moral status ana na person. Pasabot gina-respect nimo ang ilang rights, choices, and worth. Kant's point is that we can get help with our needs and purposes, and we can respect the rationality of other people while doing that.
That will be all for our report. Thank you for listening and hope you learned something.